Hello, my name is Alondra Martinez, and this is By Design, written by Caleb Nickaminish.
They told me, son, you were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Video games not only afford action and excitement, but also exploration and visual storytelling. And we have the technology to have a fully explorable world that tells a story. Visual literacy is a very important topic in the world in film, and it is important for directors to correctly and precisely frame each shot. But visual literacy is also important in video games. How do you communicate mood and emotion to a viewer while focusing the audience to look where you want them to look? Visuals in any form of media should be able to tell a story, whether it is something as small as communicating emotion or as large as the story about an underwater city. Those stories are best told through visuals, not dialogue. Ken Levine says the world is the biggest narrator, and it shows through his Bioshock games. Today, we will analyze the world of Bioshock's Rapture and why people view his environment as one of the best ones in video gaming history.
Focus on an area that you can really bring to life, and you kind of eliminate the questions of, well, why can't I go over the bridge to New Jersey? So we were able to really make a place, I think, that felt believable and real, even though in actuality it was really quite limited. But we just sort of dressed it with all these buildings outside that were all, were all basically glorified fakes. We let the story drive what we needed to show rather than some kind of like predetermined map which we set down.
Bioshock is a first-person RPG shooter by Irrational Games about the fall of Rapture, an underwater city that has become a war zone and led by the mysterious Andrew Ryan, who built the city in the 1940s to escape religion, government, and tyranny that was infecting the world.
A man has a choice. I chose the impossible. I built a city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the great will not be constrained by the small, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality. I chose to build Rapture. But my city was betrayed by the weak. So I ask you, my friend, if your life were the prize, would you kill the innocent? Would you sacrifice your humanity? We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us.
However, this world is falling apart because of drugs, sex, money, and power. Bioshock is critically acclaimed in part because of the environment and level design that Irrational has developed. So what makes a good environment? Is it the aesthetics, the content, the characters that populate the world? I would like to discuss the Medical Pavilion, which is one of the first locations explored in the game. This location is very unnerving and tells the story of an insane doctor who wanted to revolutionize the art of plastic surgery, and he wouldn't mind killing people to do it. So why does this location have so much weight on it? Let's break it down. Mood. You must first know what the mood and feel of your environment is. This will inform what choices you will make in the design of the location. For Bioshock, it is the feeling of eerie creepiness and dread. Content. This includes all the necessary assets needed to populate the world. However, while this is necessary, it is the least important aspect for creating mood. Lighting. Lighting is everything in the game. This will determine what mood the game will have, what you are trying to tell the player, and will be the key player of whether your game will look amazing or terrible. This is an example level in Unreal Engine. It looks pretty good, but this is what it looks like with the lighting removed. The difference stands out. The choices developers make with lighting will greatly affect the player's experience. In Bioshock, the feeling is dread. Therefore, they uses light that have a quick fall-off or intensified decay of light, which is commonly used in horror games. Lighting in terms of level design is used to signify whether the player is supposed to go and is a tool to help your player not get lost. Motion, sound, and color. Motion and sound can be used to scare or intrigue a player. In Bioshock, they use motion and sound to make the player uneasy as they turn the corner and think they hear an enemy on the other side. Bioshock also uses vivid red colors for blood that stands out for the less vibrant colors of the world. However, this can also be used to force the player to look in a certain direction. These elements automatically trigger interest in the player's mind and can be used to help them or used against them. Level design. Good level design is key in any video game, and for most, level design is easy. However, making interesting and engaging levels that also make sense in the world you are depicting is very hard. You can't use invisible walls to block a player from going to explore the world. So how do you gate the player from going where you don't want them to go? Some use a countdown of radiation in Fallout 4 or the threat of desertion in Battlefield, while some make stupid decisions like placing a van sideways against the wall to gate the player. In Bioshock, they do not gate the player. Every room in Rapture is available to be entered and explored, sometimes holding a unique upgrade or a rare loot. This gives the player the feeling that being free to go wherever they want while not really having total freedom, making the game more engaging. There also has to be a payoff for exploration that rewards the player for adventuring. In a game like Bioshock, survival is key, and scavenging the world for supplies could help you survive. User interface. The use of waypoints, maps, and arrows are commonly used in video games, but have one important issue. In a linear game, objective markers encourage the player to run straight for the objective rather than finding the objective organically. It is important to have the option for those who do not want to explore the environment, but should not be encouraged. In open-world games, these become necessary to stop the player from getting lost, but use of these elements should be used sparingly as they are also unimmersive. Like Bioshock, user interface can also be used to signify whether or not there is a combat or gameplay in a specific area, or the player is safe to explore. And finally, narrative. This is important to signify to the player why they should care about what they are experiencing. The use of the insane, audio logs, bloody walls, and other dreadful elements are used to support the narrative without forcing story to the player. Most of Bioshock is just gameplay, no story. However, it is presented to the player solely through visuals and the dialogue you hear from the insane. The use of audio logs are to show the player what the world was like before and during the fall of Rapture. While it is unrealistic for people to record their every thought and randomly place them throughout the world, it is the best way to know what a character feels about what is happening in the world through their eyes. Bioshock skillfully uses these elements to tell a story solely through visuals and dialogue that is not directed towards the player, and is the reason that Bioshock is as critically acclaimed as it is.
Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Please leave us a comment of what game you want us to talk about next.
Visit our Patreon page and help support this channel for some awesome rewards.
For more videos, visit gearshiftmedia.org.
Beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her